New York State just announced a first-of-its-kind plan to get legal marijuana stores up and running in the state. But if you're a New Yorker and you want one of those first licenses to sell, there is some strict criteria. You or a member of your family must have been busted for weed. State officials say the policy is all about equality. They tell us they're trying to provide opportunities for the disproportionate number of people of color charged with drug crimes over the years. New York legalized recreational marijuana last March. According to the law, half of all marijuana licenses in New York must go to minorities, women, struggling farmers, veterans, and other people who've bore the brunt of the United States' decade-long war on drugs. CNBC's Frank Holland covers the cannabis industry for us. Frank, why this particular approach?
Well, Shep, you really spelled it out. It's really about giving opportunities to those people who were impacted by that so-called war on drugs and giving the first 100 licenses to those New Yorkers. It's a lot more than a symbolic gesture. In year one, New York cannabis sales are forecast to top $1 billion. In other states, there's been an outcry that Black and Latino people have been shut out of the application process, even though most states have what are called social equity provisions to give people of color and those convicted of cannabis possession before legalization a chance at meaningful participation. New York officials said in many cases, these provisions are deemed secondary to getting the legal market going.
We acknowledge the need to move quickly, but also the need to do it right. And we understand that if we want a different outcome for our equity entrepreneurs in this state, that we have to take a different approach. That's what it means to learn from the lessons that others have already learned.
The desire to move quickly is often about capitalizing on tax revenue. For example, Illinois legalized cannabis back in 2020. Already this year, cannabis taxes are outpacing liquor taxes by 29%. We also spoke with the co-founder of cannabis party company Happy Monkey here in New York City. He says it is a hopeful day for communities of color.
It's very important because it gives the disadvantaged and the disenfranchised a first mover advantage, which is the only way sustainably that they're going to be able to keep up with big corporate cannabis that has billions of dollars.
And remember, cannabis is big business. U.S. sales forecast to top $30 billion this year.